Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Common English Mistakes. Don't just learn, improve. So today I've got quite a common mistake people make with the order of objects and when to use a preposition. So after the video, you should sound a lot more natural and be a lot more accurate. Anyway, the mistake is up here. I gave to my sister some earrings. So just pause the video, try to maybe reorder the sentence, think about the preposition and correct the sentence. And well done. If you said I gave some earrings to my sister, or I gave my sister some earrings. So to understand what's happening, first just pause the video and think what the object is in the two sentences. And sorry, but this is a trick question because some verbs like give have two objects. We have the direct object, some earrings, and the indirect object, my sister. So if you watch my videos, you know I like to keep things simple. Direct objects is basically always the thing. Some earrings, dinner, an email. And the indirect object is basically people or maybe an organization. My sister, my boss, my company, a charity. And if the person or organization is the first object, it's nice and easy. We just use verb, object, object. I gave my sister some earrings. I sent my boss an email. I gave a charity some money. However, if the thing or direct object comes first, we usually use preposition to or for with the indirect object. So for example, I made a sandwich for my dad. I showed a photo to my colleague. I bought a coffee for my friend. So I'm going to include a list of verbs which use for with two objects and verbs which use to. But as a general rule, if it's an action or you're helping someone, we're going to use for. I cooked dinner for my friend. And if there's movement or a transfer, we use to. I sent an email to my boss. So most of the time, when there are two objects, we can say either. I gave some earrings to my sister. I gave my sister some earrings. However, there are a couple of little rules here. And this is usually about which sounds better and more natural. So, just look at the two sentences here, pause the video, say them out loud, and think which one sounds better or more natural. And hopefully you said, I poured him a drink. Sounds better. When we have a pronoun, it's much more natural to put that first and go verb, object, object. And what about this one? Just pause the video, say these two sentences out loud. Think which one is easier to say. And hopefully you said, I showed my ticket to the man at the barrier. If we have a long phrase for the indirect object, it's a lot easier to say that at the end of the sentence. And if something's easier to say, this is always going to be the more natural thing and what people say. So if we have a long phrase, we're going to put that last and we're going to use to or for. So hopefully that's a bit clearer now. Now let's practice and improve. Just pause the video and put the direct objects in brown and the indirect objects in purple into these sentences. You can put them in either order, unless it's one of the rules we just discussed. And well done. If you said, I gave my mum some shoes, or I gave some shoes to my mum for her birthday, either order is fine. I once cooked dinner for a group of about 20 friends. It's a long phrase, so it needs to be the second object to sound natural. My company pays me my salary on the last day of the month. Me is a pronoun, so it needs to be the first object. I would never lend my car to anyone. I would never lend anyone my car. Either are fine. And I like sending my friends postcards, or I like sending postcards to my friends on holiday. Either way is fine. And now just pause the video, write, say, or discuss the same sentences for you. So just remember, when you're using a verb with two objects, when the indirect object or personal organization comes first, we just go verb, object, object. When it comes second, we need to use the preposition to or for, and just make sure you know which verbs go with which. If the indirect object is a pronoun, it needs to be the first object, and if it's a long phrase, it needs to be the second object with to or for. If you remember this, you're going to sound good, you're going to sound natural. And finally today, I've got a question which I'd like you to answer in the comments using the structures we were using. What was the best present someone gave you? So that's it for today. Once again, if you enjoy the videos, find them interesting, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you think other people would find them useful, please tell your friends. Until next time, see ya.